Then I told it just pause.
Players in the world here. I mean, and playing in an event where they can really let it all hang out.
And that's exactly why we always come away with such great memories. I mean, because they really do try to give the fans as many highlights as possible. And they are the best players in the world.
A look at the West All-Stars starting group. They've got Curry. LeBron James is out there with Tatum. Then it's Harden. And it's Davis in at the center filling out the middle.
2-2.
And he knocks down the first one.
And this has become one of the must-see events of the year, which is obvious by all the star power in attendance here tonight.
Well, certainly the Hollywood crowd is on hand, the biggest names from the sports world, music stars. Everybody wants to be a part of All-Star Week.
Stephen Curry hits them both.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Young against Curry. Durant with a screen on Curry. Here's Young, and Davis sends it back.
Not only does Davis have great skill, but he is tremendously agile. He can get shots from just about anywhere on the court.
Drains the three-pointer.
And they don't want to get in a habit of first quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here is Young, and Antetokounmpo. And the rejection by Tatum. It's good.
And he's been a gem this year. I mean, there have been so many highlights for him all over the first half of this season.
And I've got a feeling, Greg, he's just getting warmed up. I think he'll be even better after the All-Star break.
Tatum passes to Harden. It's Curry with the drive. 5 on the clock. Lets it go with the three. East grabs the miss. And here's Giannis. Young, a screen on Davis. Driving in, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Young drives in, and here's Jokic outside.
Davis has tremendous versatility and he uses both to annoy and bother shooters.
Tatum's shot is off. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the East All-Stars. It's a three-point game. Jokic sets the screen for Young. Off target from three-point range. It's Curry outside. Sinks the triple. Curry's got 5 points so far.
Well, LeBron James is clearly a tremendously talented passer. When a guy is open, he'll get him the ball.
Here's Lillard, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
A flawless finish on the alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, Curry is such a tremendous perimeter shooter that I think his ability to set up teammates and his unselfishness are often underrated.
Now, here is Young to the paint. It's stolen by Curry. And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's 2 fouls for him this quarter. A third would be a problem.
The East making a switch. Towns is checked in. Davis kicks to James. Pass to Curry. LeBron outside, driving inside, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Free throw good, LeBron.
Sometimes I think we take watching LeBron James for granted. I mean, no player in league history has been the best in the league for well over a decade. Extended greatness from the king in terms of championship finals appearances and any other measurable you want to use.
Here's KD. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, you love to see Durant attacking in the lane, imposing his will. Nothing the defense could do there because he's aggressive.
And Tatum the bucket on the assist by LeBron.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
KD a screen on Curry. And Young, here we go. That one goes in.
Well, let's say the defense being played here tonight might be a bit on the soft side from both teams.
Well, I know you're not surprised, are you? I mean, fast and loose is the way this game should be played.
Now here's Tatum. That one, no good. Towns with the defensive effort. KD against Davis. Jokic inside. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
Hey, even by NBA standards, Jokic is a mountain of a man. 6'11". They list him at 284. That's almost a seventh of a ton, folks. The Joker can handle whatever contact he embraces.
And he gets the bucket.
Yeah, that kind of D, pretty typical in this event. Second half may be a different story, but the first half, it's pretty soft.
Now, here is Young. Into the lane. Yes, that goes in. Young's got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, such a crafty move. That's an All-Star Game special right there, folks.
That certainly isn't any regular season move. I agree with that. I mean, you save that kind of move for the big stage of the All-Star week.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. The West All-Stars coach and I did get a chance to talk. Now he's spoken with the guys. Now he wants to make this a competitive game, one that features at least some execution and not just a bunch of lobs. Maybe some ball movement. He said, look, if we're going to be out here, if we're going to take this court, we might as well try to win this game. And that means playing the right way. Kevin?
Thanks, David. And the West All-Stars have possession. After the basket by the East All-Stars on the other end.
Not much in the way of defense being played here early on.
Well, you know how it works. I mean, both teams will be conserving their energy at the defensive end until later on. That's typically how this thing unfolds.
To the middle, Durant. Curry with the defensive effort.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Curry's got 8.
How many times have we seen a possession take that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Bam Adebayo's checked in for Nikola Jokic.
And, you know, the fan voting is what determines the starters in the All-Star game. Then the coaches will decide on the reserves. But either way, whether you're picked by the fans or the coaches, earning the title NBA All-Star, that's an honor none of these players will ever forget.
Now, here is Young. Pass to KD. Adebayo with this screen on LeBron. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws. Well, Greg, one thing we know for sure, you know that every player who earned a spot on this roster is going to see his share of action. Spreading the minutes evenly, as you've always talked about, is always a top priority for these All-Star Game coaches.
And you're so right, Kevin. I mean, for all the hard work these players put in to get here, I mean, each one deserves a chance, if you will, to share the spotlight. It's one of the great things about the All-Star Game.
That free throw, no good.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for the West. Kawhi Leonard comes in for LeBron.
Well, you look at Durant, and it's obvious. He feels like he's got so much more to prove. I mean, he's as driven a player as you'll find in this league. That's part of his greatness.
Leonard, the pass to Tatum. Back to Leonard. Shoots the 3. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Young's shot is good.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Now here's Curry. He's got 8. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, they're doing everything right. How about that? I mean, this could turn into a blowout very quickly.
Young against Curry. Towns the screen. Lillard dishes to Towns. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that layup.
Curry setting the pick for Harden. Pass to Curry. A 3-ball. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Yeah, they built up this lead 3 points at a time.
And I like the strategy. It's a great strategy. Bury those threes early, and it'll open up the inside for them later on.
Knocks down the 3-ball.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor. Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Count it. Leonard's got 5.
Fits apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
Hands it from downtown. Durant's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the East All-Stars. Embiid with the screen on Young. Offensive rebound. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Kevin Durant.
It's almost unbelievable how fluid Embiid is at his size. And his aggressiveness to boot. I mean, that really forces defenses to compromise a bit when they defend him.
And he makes the first.
I remember watching Embiid in college. You know, he was hurt that one year he played in college, so you didn't see a lot of him. But his development has absolutely been incredible. He didn't just get better over the course of the season. A lot of times he'd improve over the course of a single game and even within a game.
Catching up on the changes for the East. Jimmy Butler, he's jumped in for Towns. Brandon Ingram comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Morant in for Trae Young.
It's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
Here's Morant. Just 5 to shoot. Butler goes in. It's tipped. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Embiid. Nurkic checked in for the East. Shot clock at 2. And it's Ingram missing. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the West All-Stars. They lead by 11. Westbrook kicks to Beal. Back to Westbrook from downtown. It's all in by the East All-Stars.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
Morant with the screen on Beal. Lillard attacking. And the rejection by Embiid.
Look at how well Embiid uses his size on defense there, swatting down the shot and doing it with authority.
The 3 from Tatum. No good on that one. The East All-Stars go the other way with it. Ingram kicks to Nurkic, and the pass to Lillard. Nurkic's screen on Beal. Driving the lane, and Damian Lillard with the change.
For the ability to knife inside and convert, Lillard is fearless when it comes to attacking the basket.
Lillard's gone 80% from the field, 4 of 5 shooting. Beal, the pass to Westbrook. 3-pointer. And the rebound by Nurkic. The East All-Stars on offense. They trail by 9 points. It's Ingram on the wing. And Embiid with the block. And that's out of bounds. The East All-Stars will keep it. We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
And the East All-Stars making a change here. Simmons is checked in. Nurkic setting the pick for Ingram. Shoots over Beal. And that one's good. Ingram.
Well, you know, Ingram's length is really an asset inside. It allows him to work over and around defending.
Embiid with the screen on Morant. Westbrook with a wide open look. Offline with his three. Westbrook against Simmons. We've got 1:18 left in the first. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1.
15 foul.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the West All-Stars.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
Also, guys, the passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line.
Hey, you can't diminish Westbrook's triple-doubles, but just as important to me are the intangibles. His passion, his tenacity, his competitive spirit and drive. I mean, that infects the whole team in a positive way.
Good, it's Beal picking up the assist.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Yeah, you've got to turn up the dial on the intensity at the defensive end if you're them. I mean, it's still early, but I agree with you.
Now here's Simmons. Nifty move. And he sinks the layup.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotations have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
Here's Westbrook after Ben Simmons' bucket. Westbrook passes to Embiid. Good work there as it goes.
Even when the defense is there, I mean, Embiid still knows how to score.
Morant against Westbrook. It's Morant with the drive. And then Morant slams it in.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Beal with it. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's Westbrook. Misses the fallback jam.
You know, the right thing there to try to fade away with the D all over him, but that is a difficult shot to see.
It's been all about Stephen Curry for the West All-Stars. We witnessed him delivering a series of three-pointers as he notched 3 total in the quarter. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Get ready for your East All-Star Dance Pack.
Welcome back for the second quarter of the main event of All-Star Weekend.
And you can see these players now starting to get into a rhythm. Should see a lot better flow to the game here in the second quarter.
That's usually the case. I mean, it takes some time to gel with your teammates at the All-Star game.
And not as many turnovers as we often get in this game. So good to see both teams taking care of the ball.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, surprisingly, very well controlled for the most part. Sometimes things get a little wild out there, but not so here.
Jimmy Butler is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then it's Morant. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Young in at the point. That's the 5 out there for the East All-Stars.
And, you know, the officials not giving their whistles much of a being called.
And most of that, Greg, is because they're not playing full-force defense. I mean, you're never going to see as much contact around the bucket in this game as you would ordinarily. Good
on that shot, and with that, the West All-Stars lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Antetokounmpo. A drive by Beal. Oh, he jams it right over Giannis Antetokounmpo. Wow!
And how about all these dunks? I mean, this game's been a complete crowd pleaser, no doubt.
I know, I'm loving it. These players are really strutting their stuff tonight. Showtime!
And that's life above the rim, courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And Antetokounmpo gets it to go.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Tatum's shot is off.
Well, I don't think he's performing up to his own expectations, but they still find themselves out in front.
Here's Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
Well, this night is all about the entertainment value in terms of that dunk. Definitely entertaining.
Yep, and he's hearing it from the crowd. I mean, it's going to be really hard to top that one.
Here's Tatum. After the basket by the East All-Stars on the other end. Passes it to Beal. And a miss there on the triple.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in the post game.
Damian Lillard's checked in for John Morant. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the West All-Stars. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. To the inside. Here's Beal. It's hauled in by the East All-Stars. Here's Butler. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. He takes it in. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
This game was in danger of getting away from them. They've made a nice push to keep it close.
And the West All-Stars have possession. After the basket by the East All-Stars on the other end. Hits it from three-point range. Beal's got 5 points now this quarter.
Hey, defenders already have a lot to worry about with Tatum scoring. When he's making passes like that, too, watch out.
Now, here is Young. He's got 8. Here's Lillard. That shot off the mark. Great D that time from Tatum. Beal against Antetokounmpo. Davis with a screen on Giannis. Down low, Davis. Great D that time from Adebayo. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Now guarded by Ball. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
You know, we always get some great dunks in this game, and I think we could add that to the list.
Check out the reaction. Listen to that. I mean, that slam was a raise the roofer.
Here's Ball. After the basket by the East All-Stars on the other end, Beal gets a wide open look. Bangs home the trifecta. Beal's got 8.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. Back to Young. Fires the 3. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. He's got 11.
As a leader, you've got to know when your team needs a response. Young gets that, and great 3 to answer right back.
Lillard against Beal. Outside Tatum. Davis sets a screen. Launches it. That one doesn't go. The East All-Stars go the other way with it. Young looking around. Lets it go from deep. And here's Antetokounmpo outside. And play stops as it looks like they call him over the back here.
You want your team to be aggressive on the glass, but he was a little too zealous for that rebound.
Yeah, it appeared to me as he was trying to get a piggyback ride, man. That's an easy call to make and going to be called every time.
Towns, who's checked in for the East. And West also making a switch. Harden's checked in. James misses. Now Butler. Towns the screen. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Oh, I like how Butler uses his body in the paint. Excellent at forcing the issue and getting the call close to the rack.
It's his first trip to the line. The free throw drops for Butler.
In a league where everybody appears to be best friends, Jimmy Butler's a bit of a throwback. I mean, he plays the game with a real attitude and edge and only cares about winning. You got to respect that.
Jokic, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for the West. That one drops. He ties it up. One thing we've seen from these guys is excellent passing.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync. Oh, and the crowd goes crazy after seeing that finish.
Yep, a throwdown appropriate for the occasion. That's how to get these fans revved up and excited.
Now, here's Jokic. And he banks in the layup. Jokic has got it all tied up now for the East All-Stars.
You know, in the paint, Jokic is dominant because he can hurt you with the pass or with his scoring ability, and he knows how to position and assert himself in the paint area.
Harden against Lillard. Harden gets the bucket. Harden's got 5 points so far.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Young pass to Towns. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
You know, this is exactly why they give the ball to Towns down there. I mean, his combination of size, agility, and shot repertoire makes him hard to deal with.
Now here's Tatum. Wants to get it to Butler and does. Inside. And Towns the bucket on the assist by Butler. Towns has got the lead up to 2 now for the East All-Stars. The 3 from LeBron. Buries it from three-point range. 10 points for him.
You can't give LeBron space from deep. I mean, you're asking for him to rain in threes if you do.
Jokic with the screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. And Young, here we go. It's stolen by Davis. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. That 3 off the mark.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Tatum against Lillard. Drives to the hoop. Towns in the corner. And the 3 off target.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And Davis throws it down.
You know, Harden's done a nice job really increasing his playmaking over the last few years and excels at finding teammates.
Now, here is Young. 11 points in the game. That one is good again. He's 6 straight from the floor with the basket.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
East All-Star gets back.
And the East with some changes. Brandon Ingram, he's checked in for Jimmy Butler. Morant comes in for Damian Lillard. And it's Ben Simmons in for Young. Embiid, he's checked in for Davis. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Tatum. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for LeBron. Simmons against Harden. Outside, Simmons. Ingram finds Morant. Ingram setting a pick for Morant. Goes up to the stripe, and it comes off the front of the rim.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
One-on-one here. Good on that shot, and with that, the West All-Stars lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Ingram.
The steal, then right into the fast break. Towns with excellent awareness for his age. Very mature player, despite being a young buck.
And a wide-open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. Off target from outside. Harden against Morant. Going inside. Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Quick reaction that time by Jokic. Very impressive. Good at rolling to the right spot after setting the screen and doing it quickly.
To the paint. Here's Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is. And he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but Those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
Morant with it. Now defended by Embiid. And Embiid with the block. Here's Westbrook. Oh, and the jam by Westbrook.
Westbrook has tremendous elevation for a guard. So athletic, and not only does he get high up in the air, he's strong while he's up there.
And Simmons kicks to Towns. Outside, Simmons. Takes it inside, and the layup's good off the glass. Simmons got his second basket. A tight game here in Atlanta. Got a piece of it, and stolen by Simmons. It's Ingram on the wing. Three-pointer. Gilgeous-Alexander pulls it in. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the West All-Stars. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Jokic with the steal. Pushing it up. Back to Ingram. Here's the three. Here's Simmons. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the East All-Stars.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
You know, they've also shown some real tenacity here early on tonight. It's paid off with a lot of second chance points.
And it's blocked by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Westbrook can't get it to go. Westbrook's gone 1 of 5 from three-point territory. Ingram a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Jokic. Back to Simmons. And the layup is good. Simmons got the lead up to 3 now for the East All-Stars.
Simmons really comfortable in tight, and he's so skilled, he makes it look easy scoring inside.
Get ready for your East All-Star Dance Pack.
Some changes here for the East. Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Jokic, and Durant subbed in for Towns. The West All-Stars also changing it up. Davis is checked in for Leonard. Beal comes in for James Harden, and Curry subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. There's 57 seconds left to play here in the half. Beal, that's in there. Davis with the assist. Beal's got 10.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Ingram a screen on Curry. Here's Morant. And Simmons kicks to Morant. Simmons sets a screen for Morant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Nurkic, falls back and drains the fadeaway jumper.
And many players shy away from that mid-range shot these days, but Nurkic isn't one of them. He feels good about that shot, and they're fine with him taking it. I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
It's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
And Simmons slams it in.
You know, what touch from the Australian native, Ben Simmons. I mean, he's so good at staying under control, even when facing physical contact.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. East All-Stars ahead. They're up by 5. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment.